Aquarius, this is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your November 2019 mini tarot reading. We're going to take a shuffle here in just a second and see what's coming up for you, but I'd like to wish everyone in the States and all those who celebrate, whether you're in the States or not, happy Thanksgiving. It is a very happy time for me. I love that holiday, and we do a lot of cooking and eating around here, so I hope the same for you. I hope it is a good day. Let's take a shuffle here and see what's coming up for you. Please remember this is a general reading, and if you'd like one just about you, I've included the link to my website down below. Get yourself an appointment, and we'll get to it as quickly as we can. Also, if you'd like just a question or two, I've included the Instant Go link down below. It seems to work really well if you just have a question or two, so I just wanted to mention that to you. Now let's see what's coming up for you. Oh, it looks like there's some travel planned for either this month or next month, and the money will be there to do it. It's important that you know that. Some of you are thinking about moving too, and it says if you're wanting to move, make sure don't settle for a house. Okay, I'm not sure who that's for, but it says, you know, if something falls through on a house for you, wasn't meant for you. There's something even better than that. But that really there's a lot of travel plans being made this month for some of the Aquariuses. And it says there's things going on for change for you. It seems like you are the giver. You give, you give, you give. You're willing to talk, but somebody else is not. So it just says maybe even step back and let them know that, not let them know, but they'll realize and appreciate all the things you've already done. Not saying turn your back. I'm not saying leave. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes silence is a big message, or lack of stepping up and volunteering can be a big message too. It says that you do a lot for your family, and you do a lot for friends too. So anyone that has an Aquarius as a friend, I guess you're pretty darn lucky. I know the Aquarius friends I have are awesome. Here it says a wish might be granted. So we have spirit help around you, things that you're really wanting or wishing for. You know, when we make a wish or we pray for, you know, but remember this, prayer without action sometimes doesn't do anything. For instance, if you're wanting to win the lottery, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but remember you have to buy a ticket. If you want to sell your house, you need to get it ready to sell. Just things like that. So we're just going to want to love relationship. If you want a love relationship, be where people are. Do however you meet people. You want to do something. It says here that there's Gaiety in the midst of change, things going up and down. Big improvement in a lot of love relationships, families, because of talk and because of not making them, but letting them, allowing them to see what you do for everybody without doing it for a while, for a day, for 10 minutes, whatever, is really going to make them appreciate you. So just think about that. And I'm not sure of all the details. Again, I'm not saying if someone's sick, turn your back on them, or if your kids are there, don't leave them. I'm just saying maybe you just need to let people see how much you do, and then I think you're going to feel really appreciated. And then excuses will be gone. Remember, you can retrain people how to treat you. So again, just saying, some of you that give all the time, maybe you should open to receive. And that would be really good for you too, because a lot of times givers have trouble receiving, but you know how good it feels when you give? Remember that when people want to give to you, you're robbing them of that same thing. Your intuition is really good this month, and if you had a disagreement with somebody, it's important to know that you were heard, but remember, apologies are a big deal. Doesn't make it better, doesn't make it go away, but it in a way kind of is going to show respect here. So you can be the one to apologize, or you can step up and see if you can talk some more about it. But it just says that you were heard, and this is going to be mended somehow. It says you've been working really hard on, you know, this can be home and work, but it says, again, realize how important you are and all the work that you do. Are family and friends giving back to you what you're putting out? I sure hope so. It says there's going to be a change for you in the learning department. Now, I don't know if that means you like to read, you're going to take a class, you're going to go to a seminar, but it says if you do, make it for one that you really want to go to, whether it's for work or just something you want to do. It's not only what you're going to learn at the seminar, it's the people you meet. It's going to be a social thing. Go where there's actual people. I know they have videos online where you can do a retreat or a meeting or a training. This one just says those of you that want to go someplace and do a retreat, again, if it's, you know, on Saturday afternoon at the college, at your local college, go, because you're going to meet some more people. that like-minded people is the way I want to put that. Really seems like the work that you've put in for the whole year so far, Wheel of Fortune means things are going to change, and they're going to change quickly. I'm not saying everybody had a bad year, but those of you that did, maybe you were burdened with problems in your family. Maybe you were burdened with, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job, or oh, I can't pay my mortgage. It just seems like all of those are indeed worries. But remember, when we worry, we bring more of what we're worried about. So best course of action might be to trust, to ask for help, and then let it from spirit, from prayers, from friends, and let it happen. It says you are going to be making some choices this month, and make them fearlessly, because you can't choose wrong. And that would have to do with at work, but also at home. It just says put yourself first, or ask, how is this serving me? Because there's nothing wrong with making sure that it also serves you. What you asked for is right before you. And it says just open to receive. Again, this can be love, this can be work, this can be messages. I just really feel like you're going to have movement this month. If you'd been feeling stagnant or not knowing what to do, this is going to be a good month for you. Sometimes that pain from the past, or anger, I feel some have anger from the past. Quit stuffing it down. I know that's easier to do sometimes and pretend it doesn't exist, but that robs you of your own power. If you can even kind of let it go. And remember, if and when you let something go or forgive someone, you're not necessarily helping them, you're helping yourself. You are, of course, helping them, but this is about you. Make it about you. It says what you've waited for certainly could be there. Cooperation, I feel, from people coming for you this month because of talk. And it's not complaining. It's not saying, I want. How can we fix this? What should we do? I've got an idea. Things that kind of terminology will go a long way for you. And if you can just focus on what's left rather than what's gone, this is going to be really good for you. Specifically, those having any trouble at work, maybe you're having a little family problems. And the family problems can be, your kids that have married and moved out, or kids that have moved out. Maybe it's just time that you have a family council about that. For those of you that are having a little difficulty, because this is a month where you're going to be very persuasive, very informed, and share your attitude of gratitude, and it will really grow. It says to look back how you got to where you are today in the situation of unsettledness, the argument from work, the argument with kids or a spouse or lover or whatever, and you're going to see. Because usually when a big storm comes, clears the way for all that you need or what you've been asking for. And with that said, it looks like this month is going to allow you, whatever's going on with you, to make plans for the new year. Okay, you might just tidy up some things, clean up some clutter, get rid of things that are bothering you, and you'll be able to start the new year really pretty awesome, because you're going to be busy next month. I feel a lot of you are going to have a lot of family activities, and they're going to be super. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss Aquarius. I want to thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you again next month.